Hello and welcome to VChess. My name is Naiditsch, I'm a chess grandmaster and we continue with our educational streams. I will be playing 10-minute games rapid on chess.com. I will be commenting on openings, middle games, endings. We have it all here on the channel. Join us for the journey. Alright, let's see who will be our first opponent for today's evening stream. We are with the black pieces in the first game of the stream. e4, let's answer with the move c5. One of the most aggressive openings it is the Sicilian defense. We go for the knight off eventually. Our opponent is considering something else. No, he takes with a knight. We go knight on f6. And today, first to say hello to us in the chat, it is Bean. Bean once again, number one here, the fastest in the chat. Second is Ernesto, good evening, good evening. And the third is Smith is number three here to greet us. Good evening, everyone. I see Osmani in the chat. Heidi is always here with us as well. Kamlesh almost with the fastest. Hi. Welcome, welcome on this Sunday evening. How was your Sunday? For me, actually quite a busy day today. For a chess player, there are no weekdays, so today quite busy, but that's alright, that's fine. We have the main line of the knight of... it looks so weird that our opponent is already spending some time because this is just the main line. So this is pretty standard here. Very, very normal play. Knight on b3, one of the main lines. Now white can choose here many different options. We have the option bishop e2. This is a solid play. Usually it is connected to the short castle, so we will be not seeing the long castle. Actually, long castle is the most critical. Now, for the moment, we are not developing yet the knight on d7 or c6. In most of the cases, we're playing the move knight on d7. But in case of a4, we might have the knight on c6. So we are waiting. We are waiting for the next move of our opponent, rook on e1. Sort of a waiting play. We have the d5 idea somewhere. Where to put the knight? c6? Or d7, I don't know, hard question here. Normally knight on d7 is standard, but rook e1, I don't know how helps white rook on e1. That's a difficult question. Now we have the move a4, so rook on c8, pretty normal. This is pretty standard play, I would say. Next we can go queen on c7, or we can sacrifice here on c3 with a crazy position. And I believe let's go for the craziness because it's nice. This kind of rook takes c3 sacrifices, I like them very much because we're getting a very, very unclear position. We're winning the pawn on e4, so this is gonna be a crazy game, but this is the way it is in the Sicilian defense. In the Sicilian defense, there is no countness. Queen on d3, so we are, I guess, playing the move f5, so we're pushing here. In theory, we have as well the d5 play. Let's see, of course, if we're gonna play the move d5, f3. Yeah, solid play. Very, very solid play by our opponent. The knight goes back. We will be playing the move d5, so it's like a long-term compensation here for black. What do we have in the chat? Osmani is saying what is going to be the program of today. I see also Michelle with us today evening. So the program for today is just to play. Yesterday we've been checking the games of the superstars. Now on the program is just a normal play. So we'll be enjoying the rapid games. And of course I will be commenting on the games. So we are trying to improve our play in all different positions because I'm playing every opening possible, so it's not like I'm just sticking to my main opening repertoire. Absolutely not. I'm playing everything. King on h1. Wow. Now we're putting some pressure here on the c file. Our opponent is currently playing very, very well. What can I say? Good game by our opponent for the moment. We have the pressure here. We are attacking the pawn on c4, and I see knight on d2. Wow, he's giving us the pawn on c4. Why is he doing that? I don't know. I don't know. What is bishop f2? The move king h1. And after king on h1, I think bishop g1 is the idea. Why to play bishop on f2? This looks so weird. I mean, no human would ever play king on h1 followed by bishop on f2. This is crazy. This is just crazy. So I think I'm gonna take the pawn on c4 because I don't understand the idea of our guy. It is maybe to take on f5, but I am going back. And then the c2 pawn is under attack, so I don't know. Such a play, king h1 followed by bishop f2. I mean, no human ever plays it, so maybe we're not playing against a human. Let's see, of course, how the game is gonna develop. For the moment, it is a sharp game with extremely strange play by our opponent. Not a bad play, but just very, very strange play. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about move king h1 followed by bishop f2. I mean, okay, go bishop g1. Otherwise, why did you play the move king on h1? It makes no sense. There is no logic behind it. Now we have the move c4. Also, our opponent always spends like approximately 15-20 seconds per move. What a weird play. c4, can I take it? No idea what is gonna happen next, but probably I should not take it because I don't think we are playing a human opponent here. It feels like it is not a human, so let's go knight on f8. Let's play anti-cyborg strategy. It means for us that we need to wait till the guy goes down on time, because otherwise I don't think we have a chance. Bishop on b6. I don't know. I don't know why to play this. Also very, very strange play. I don't understand the play of our opponent because the moves are not looking logical. Maybe there's something like connected to the move c5, but also this is looking weird. I don't know. Very, very strange. Maybe we should go for an endgame. Or queen on c6 first. Okay, this endgame is also not looking easy because we have exchange down, of course, but we have the pawn for it. We have the beautiful bishop targeting the pawn on c4, but our guy here with the white pieces, always 15-20 seconds per move, and always very, very strange. So let's see, of course, let's see how the game is gonna be developing. Rook on c1, yeah, the most logical play. He takes 20-30 seconds. Very strange. Very, very strange. Now the idea is to play the move c5, so to avoid it, I think we got to put the knight on g6, because then we have the move d5. I guess I'm gonna play it. Knight on g6 is doing well. We have the idea of knight f4. Theoretically, bishop on g6 coming next. The queen might get trapped. It is, of course, a dream to trap the queen. I don't think I'm gonna manage it, but we are playing a very, very unclear position. We have tactics somewhere in case the rook would be not under attack. We have this knight on f4 coming next. Very, very complex position. Hard to evaluate this kind of game. Who is doing better? It could be white, it could be black. Bishop on c1. He plays so cool. He is such a cool player. What can we do here? I don't know. Maybe let's transport the rook. c5, d5. So this is the main idea here. We are doing very safe with black, but the problem is, of course, exchange down. So in a very, very long game, queen on d3, he gives me knight f4 with a tempo. No idea why to do that. Now the queen is under attack, and he wants to play this c5, but the knight is also hanging. I have no idea what the guy is doing. I don't understand this kind of play. So we should normally advance to win a little bit of space. Is never a bad thing as well. Knight on d7, but he wants to go back, bishop on e3, so we should not give him that. I guess maybe let's go with the move. Can I go? There is this knight on d4, then I just go back, so this is not so dangerous. Let's go with the move h6, it's gonna be a useful play. Just a random move, just waiting what happens next. We have a beautiful knight. So I would say the position remains very, very unclear. Solid. Everything is so solid. Yeah, bishop e3 as we expected. Let's just go back to defend the bishop. Our plan is to get the guy low on time because he's playing every single move 15 to 20 seconds. So we're just making some random play, and at some point he will have no more time left. The way he plays, it feels so weird. I don't understand the way he plays. Very, very unnatural play by our opponent in the whole game. Also, the way he spends time is looking very, very weird. Of course, still a lot of time on the clock. I see Rio here with us. Welcome, Rio. I hope you had a great Sunday so far. Let's make it a little bit better by maybe some cool games. Let's go back, rook on c8, because I have no idea what is his plan. Our plan is to get the guy low on time. So this is my objective. Knight on d2, maybe queen on b6, but is it so great to put the queen on b6? Not sure, not sure. Knight maybe goes there. Let's first play bishop on d8. Let's attack the pawn. Let's see how he wants to defend the pawn. Maybe I should transport the knight f8, knight on e6, or knight on d7, not sure. Not sure. It is a very positional game, as you can see. Both sides cannot do much here. We are just moving, and let's see what happens next. Queen on a3, what is his threat? No idea. Let's get the knight on d7 or on e6. So, let's see. We're just playing quite random moves, to be honest. I don't have a great idea here for black. I'm just moving, and yeah, let's see what happens. Knight goes to e4. Maybe he wants now finally to do something. So let's go back to e7. We keep on waiting. Should I change or should I not change? I don't think I should change, so we're gonna play knight on d7. It doesn't feel like I can do much, but it also feels like he cannot do much, so we are proceeding with our tactic to get the guy low on time. So, knight on g3, and knight is getting now to f5, but again, this is not like super dangerous. This bishop e4, this might be dangerous to get to the b7 pawn. But we have the knight on e6, so we continue. We continue with this kind of slow play, moving. Our opponent with just 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, so we have the strategy to wait for the guy to get low on time, because chess-wise we cannot outplay the guy. He sees everything. Also, he saw that d5 is not working because of cd, so he saw that he can give the queen. Incredible. What an incredible player. Very, very strong. Yeah, the guy is very, very strong, but let's fight. Let's fight. We have our strategy. And our strategy is just to flag the guy, but maybe we will have no time to do that, but let's see. Let's see. Let's continue fighting in this position. Of course, he's outplaying us, so this is clear. He is slowly outplaying us. We don't have a chance against this kind of strong players here on chess.com, so the only chance we have is to flag the guy, because he's gonna have no time at some moment, and if we survive till this moment, we will be winning the game. Regarding chess, we don't have a chance against this fantastic, strong chess player. He plays always 15-20 seconds per move. He plays very, very strong, so how to beat such a guy chess-wise? We cannot. We cannot, so we have only hope to win on time. Let's go here. Bishop on g6. Little pin here. Queen a2 feels weird. I mean, I cannot even understand any kind of idea of this queen on a2. Just 1 minute left for our opponent. Ooh, this was the idea that he can sacrifice and I'm not able to take down b1. Amazing player. Yeah, what can I say? He is a genius. He sees all the things so quick, so strong. Wow. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's try to hold on. Just 1 minute left for him to beat us chess-wise, because chess-wise we don't have a chance. We know that. We cannot beat the guy chess-wise, but maybe we can flag him. Let's see. Only 1 minute left for our opponent. It is gonna be a close call because he is so strong. He is fantastically strong. We have no chance, but let's flag him. Let's flag this monster who is, of course, seeing everything. He sees all. He sees it all. Incredible player. Rook on b6. Now he starts to play a little bit quicker. So for the moment we still cannot flag the guy because too much time on the clock. So we have to defend for a little bit longer. It starts to get difficult to play this position with the black pieces, but let's defend. What is the idea of our guy? To take? No, he wants to take and he wants to double on the b file. This is gonna be nasty. Very, very difficult to defend this position now for black, but let's try. Let's fight. Let's go back. Ooh, what is that? Knight takes, gh, rook b7, look at that, this is amazing. Queen takes, knight takes h6, takes, queen g6, bishop b7, and we have, I think, rook takes b7. Alright, do I have queen on d5? I think I'm gonna get checkmated now, but okay, let's take. Is he going to checkmate us? Queen on a4. He attacks the rook. The rook has no squares to go. Amazing move. Just 1 minute on the clock. This is a monster player. We play against queen a4. I mean, this is just unreal. Take a look at that move. This is just unreal the way he plays. This is just unreal. This is the next Magnus Carlsen. Maybe even better. Maybe better. Magnus is actually not as strong as our opponent, so how can we survive here for a couple of more moves? Just to keep the game on going, very, very difficult. We are completely lost, so I don't know how to survive a couple of moves, because if we do survive a couple of moves, it is alright, but I don't think it's possible. Let's go here. Is he going to win against us, or will we have enough time to flag the guy? This is the only question that we have here. Because, ooh, rook d1, look at this positional play when you have rook takes b7. No, rook on d1 is being played. This is unreal. Our guy is just unreal, what can I say? Something like this I have never seen. Rook on d1. Amazing. This is just unreal. So how can we survive here for a couple of more moves? It's enough to win the game, so let's go here. We are completely lost, but we are trying to win on time. Just a couple of seconds left for the guy. He is also not moving quicker because I think he sees somewhere checkmate or no idea, so let me take. What is that? This makes zero sense. Zero. Why to do that? Oh, now
He will be not able to checkmate us, so that's it. That's it. We are winning this game. Beautiful win, I think, by Black. We played to win on time against the Cyborg, and we are doing that. We are winning on time against this monster of a player who literally doesn't care about the time, so he just loses on time because he knows he cannot play. But he knows he is very, very strong. This is unreal. I mean, just unreal. How can I block the guy? I cannot see his user doesn't exist. Wow. How can I block the guy? Ah, now he's there. Now he's there. So of course we're gonna report him. And of course we will be blocking him. Such a player. Wow. Okay, so that's it. We reported, we blocked. Now let's go to the next game. Let's go. But how did you like my strategy to flag the guy? Beautiful, no? We tried to survive, and that's it. That's it, because the cyborgs, they're very, very slow. There are some smart cyborgs. They are very, very quick, but sometimes you have a not very smart cyborg, and then these people are very slow. So we flag the guy so easily. So easily. Anti-cyborg strategy, exactly, Osmani, exactly. This is the way to play. This is the way to go here. We crushed him. Sicilian defense, let's go to move bishop b5 check. The main move is d4, of course, but let's do something else. Then the main line, so we have the move bishop on b5. Let me read if we have a couple of questions in the chat. Let's see. What do we have in the chat? Osmani question. Osmani, what did you ask? Because... Alright, no idea. So let's proceed just with a normal game. Take. Okay, so we're gonna take with the queen. This is of course still theory, so everything is normal. A6 as well is theory. So everything is normal. Alright. Now, normally we are taking on d7, so let's play it, and we have this short castle, so it's gonna be a Sicilian, and we have c4 or knight on c3. Maybe also we can start with a tricky bishop g5. Let's go bishop g5, just to see what is gonna be the reaction of our opponent. He plays e6, yeah, this is good. And now we have this knight on d2 with the idea of knight on c4. Let's see what is going to be the reaction of our opponent. Knight on c4, and knight from c4 can go to b6. Of course, we're as well attacking the pawn on d6. So this idea that we are not only playing the move knight on c3, which is typical, but as well knight on d2 is not bad. Can we go knight on c4? What is he planning? No idea what he plans. How to defend the pawn? Bishop b5? Could it be? But then we have this rook on d1. I don't know. Let's go. Let's go with the move knight on c4. We would like to take the pawn on d6. So let's see what happens next. All right. And we have a question by Osmani. Coach, can you explain how to understand and see position in terms of opponent making their moves? Okay, so Osmani is asking how to predict the move of our guy. I think this is a very difficult question because usually you cannot predict. You can only estimate, and let's say if you can hit 20-30%, it's already good. This is only possible as well if two players are more or less equal. So if one player is much better and one player is much weaker, you cannot you cannot predict. This is not possible. So let's say we are of an equal strengths, and then we can predict the moves because we're thinking more or less in the same way. That's why prediction of the moves, I think I can take now on f6, because if bishop takes, I have knight on d6. So to predict the moves, you have to be more or less on the same level. For me, if I play against a much weaker player, it's very, very hard to predict the move because
sometimes mistakes are happening that are not really expected. And sometimes the moves are just very, very unexpected. But let's say if we play against the Grandmaster, then yeah, 20, 30, 50%, it's sort of predictable. The rest, not. So as well, if you play against, again, Grandmaster versus Grandmaster game, not everything is predictable. Sometimes we have to be lucky. Alright, alright, alright. So, Grandminer is also here with us. Welcome, Grandminer, to the chat. In case you have some questions, of course, you can always ask them in the chat. In case you like the stream and you see some value, obviously subscribe and push the like button. Push the like button at least once. b5 attacking our knight on c4, so now we can go for this endgame, but I think this is not a great endgame for white. I mean, it's playable, but I don't think we should go for the endgame, so I will be going back. Knight on e3 is looking logical, so we have the pair of knights versus pair of bishops, but the position is relatively close, plus the king on e8 is not doing so well. In endgames, black is doing very, very good, but for black to get into an endgame takes time, so it's not so easy. Maybe we're gonna prepare something like c4 next. Could be logical. The pawn on e4 could be potentially a target of our opponent, so let's see. Rook on g8, yeah, that's a normal play. That's a good play by our opponent. I think we should start playing the move c4. Let's push a little bit. Next might be rook on c1. Maybe somewhere we might be able to sacrifice a knight on d5, but not very probable, to be honest, so we have to wait for that probably. We have a crazy position here on the board because so many different ways of playing this position with white and with black. Yeah, f5 is looking, of course, very, very good. I thought I can take here. And he takes on e4. Yeah, now we go with a crazy game. Can I play knight on d2 or knight e1 is a must. This is a question. Maybe I can go knight on d2 because let's see. Bishop is under attack, king is still on e8. Of course, the bishop is a beast, no questions about it, but can we do something against the king here on e8? For the moment, he plays fantastic game, what can I say? Fantastic game by our opponent. I don't think we can comment on the game differently. He plays very, very well. Bishop on f6. Wow. If I go here, what happens? a5, queen on a3, the bishop is under attack, and we would like to go knight on c4. Maybe, let's try. So I go here. What is the idea of our opponent? Because bishop is under attack, and we have the knight c4 coming next. If I manage to take the bishop or to play the move knight on c4, black will be doing, I think, black is gonna be in trouble, so he has to do something against this knight on c4. What could it be? I don't know. We have a very, very interesting game here. Next couple of moves are going to be decisive. So yeah. I see in the chat also narrative combat here with us, back to regular chess content. Okay, yesterday we've been checking the games from the best players in the world. I think it is also as well quite regular. At least it should be regular to check on the best guys in the world, because yeah, who do you check if you don't check the best? But now we're back to rapid games, indeed. Alright. So, what do we have? We have currently only 19 likes. So shy on likes. Push the like button. Little bit stronger. We have the move a5 as we expected. Queen goes here, and we would like to play knight on c4. So everything as planned. What is the idea of our opponent in this position? Let's see what is gonna be his next play. I'm very curious about it because knight c4 is deadly. So what could be his idea? Bishop takes b2, fantastic sacrifice. Bishop takes g2, I think. This is the idea. Yeah, I saw it, but is it really so fantastic? Because I can take it and then I escape with the king. So he gave us a full piece. Not sure. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens, of course. Okay, it's not a must play. I can also go like knight f1, knight on g3. Also looking very, very interesting, but I think it's not a checkmate, so we can play it. Let's go here. He has to go queen on g5. Okay, this is clear. Why is he not playing? Now it to take is also obvious. We go here. And we have a piece more. So he has to give us a checkmate. He has to checkmate us. If there is no checkmate, we are going to crush him. Can you see a checkmate? I don't. I don't see a checkmate for the moment, so maybe we're lucky here. And this is a typical game, I think, on the Sicilian. Sicilian is always crazy, so we had a last game that been crazy. We have the current game that is also crazy, so this is Sicilian. Sicilian defense is like that. Always sharp, always many ideas for both sides. Always a lot of calculation. My idea was to play the move f3 because I don't see how he wants to checkmate the king on e2. And we have this idea of rook on g1 somewhere in case we need it, so yeah. Let's see, let's see. King on d3. This is what I wanted to play. Alright, alright, alright. Osmani. Osmani is asking about the seminar. Okay, let me post my seminar just a second in case you are interested to be a little bit more serious about the chess. So here is my seminar. I will pin it so you can check. Maybe something interesting for you. We see also Creative here with us. Creative, hello. How's life on Sunday? Queen takes on h2. This is greedy, but what is the plan of our opponent in this position? We should maybe try to escape with the king. Let's get the rook here. And now we would like to do this castle. For those of you who've been yesterday on our stream, you saw probably the game of Nipomniachtchi on which I've been commenting, and remember this kind of king on f7 and the rook was standing on the f file. So here I would actually like to do the same. King on c2. Look at that. So we copy Jan Nipomniachtchi's game and now we escape with the king to b1. So from center to a much safer position here on b1 by playing this rook on c1 and king on c2. I think quite cool, no? It looks quite nice. Maybe it was not a must play, but it is cool to make a castle like this. We have the move a4. What is this threat? No idea. So let's go king on b1. And next is gonna be something like knight on c4, d6 is gonna fall. So we have very high winning chances at the moment. We have the pin, but this is not so dangerous. So let's go with the move b6. b7 coming next, rook on c8 coming next. I think we are in a very good way to win the game. A little bit more and we will be winning, I think. So we give a check. Next move is a move b7. Looks like we are winning, but still it is not completely over, so we should be cautious. We are winning, but we have to be a little bit exact here. Maybe actually knight on c4 first. He's gonna take the pawn, but this is obviously a win. Maybe let's go with the move queen b4 first. So I'm targeting the pawn on d6. I'm defending the knight on d2, and we have this rook on c6 coming next, protecting the pawn, attacking the pawn of our opponent. 2 in 1. 2 in 1 is usually a good idea. And also Lucas is here with us in the chat. Welcome, Lucas. Alright. e4, defending the pawn on d6 with a queen on h2, but white is winning, so again, we have to be cautious. It's never too late to make some huge mistake, and yeah, I think I'm capable of taking, because I don't see why not. Rook on g1. Interesting play by our opponent, but I think it is not enough, so we are capable of just taking on g1, play this king on c2, very safe. d6 pawn is under attack, and actually our king now on c2 is maybe even more safe than the king on e7. This is a funny thing. The knight is such a great defender. When you have the knight, this is so good. Now we are winning the game, because yeah, we are finishing the current game with a checkmate on c8. I think quite a nice game. Let's offer him a rematch. This seems to be a normal guy, so we can offer him a rematch. And yes, we have the rematch. Let's go with c6. Time for Caro-Kann. The previous game we played the Sicilian defense. Let's go with the Caro-Kann. Alright. In case you're enjoying my comments and the games, of course, push the like button and subscribe. In case you're not yet a member of our channel, join us here on VChess for educational chess content. I'm usually streaming once or twice per day. I've been streaming for a long time, actually, twice per day, and just the weekend, because so busy for me. Yesterday and today been so busy days. Many things to do, and also I played here a little rapid tournament in Dubai. It was 9 games, and it was a long rapid. Actually, it was a rapid of 15 minutes plus 10 seconds per move. Some GMs participated, and I won the tournament with 8 out of 9, so this was not bad. Your commentator can still play chess sometimes. Alright, he took GH. Now we should usually get the bishop out here to f5. This would be normal, because now we will change the plan and we play the move e6 next. This pawn structure is everything else than beautiful, so yeah. Narrative combat, yeah, thank you very much, Narrative. That's nice, yeah, thank you. Bishop on h3, maybe to defend the bishop first, or maybe just to take immediately, because where's the big difference? I don't know where's the big difference, because we can also get the queen to b6. Would be a little bit more logical to have the queen actually on b6, so maybe let's take. Let's go with the move e6. This is a normal play here. This pawn structure is horrible, so we will be playing the move knight on d7 next. Queen f3, he wants to checkmate me. Very aggressive player, but now we get the knight on f5, so no checkmate. No checkmate. Alright. Knight on d2. Now we will have the knight on f5. What a beautiful knight. And I think now it's visible why we sacrificed here the pawn on h5, because imagine pawn on g4, it will be blocking our knight. Now we have the option of putting our knight to f5 in case we need it. I'm not sure that we do, but let's play. Knight on f5, probably not a bad play. The pawn on h5 could be under attack sometime, somewhere. This knight usually goes to d7, or we're gonna counter with the move c5, so we try to open the position as much as we can. Other idea is to go bishop e7, and then maybe we have something like knight on h4 somewhere. Maybe. I think I'm gonna play the move bishop on e7, because actually I would like to take on e3 in case I can. So it's not so much because of knight on h4, but it's more because I like to take on e3 in case I can. In case of knight on g3, we can also always go back here with a move knight on h6. So queen on g4, aggressive play. let's give him a little bit of check here. Let's think a little bit more. Maybe I should go queen on b6 actually to provoke the long castle. Should I or should I not? I don't know. Let's go maybe queen i5 first. I would like to provoke a weakness in the position of white, because he has only one idea. This idea is knight on g3, then we have knight on h6, so this is also not a dangerous idea. That's why I'm trying to shake up the position a little bit. For the moment it is not working, but let's see. So we have the light squares, and of course knight goes back, so this was my idea. Just to have the structural... I mean, it's a very solid position here for black. We would castle longside next. There is no long castle because we have the queen on a5. The pawn on a2 would be falling. Yeah, thank you very much for all the nice comments in the chat. Queen e2, so the queen goes back. I think we should proceed with what we started, I would say. So, long castle, normal play. Knight on h6 is defending the pawn on f7. Now this knight on d7 is free, so we can choose to play the move c5, king b8, a4. Strong play by our guy here. He's playing a great game. The last game was not impressive, but now he improved. He's playing way better than before. So we go back, queen on c7, because now long castle is probably not the best. b4, my idea was to go knight on b6, followed by the move knight on c4, so we are having beautiful knight on c4, the light squares. This is a problem of white, the holes. So knight is gonna get to c4, and then let's see, we have ideas of rook f8, short castle, what? What is that? Short castle. Come on. You will get checkmated. Short castle. If now we can create something on the king side, it's gonna be just a checkmate. So I think we will be trying to checkmate the guy, and I don't see any kind of play for white in this structure, because in case we go b5, I'm gonna take it and then play the move a5. So knight on d2 is coming next, but it feels a little bit too slow. I mean, everything is gonna fall apart in this position, to my understanding at least. So how can we win? We can even go knight on f5. It's also interesting because he has to take. He has nothing better than taking. On the other hand, I can go like queen on d7, because knight on d2, I'm just gonna take it, the pawn is gonna fall. I don't know, I don't understand very much the play of our opponent. I think we are doing very well here. But of course, it is a game, so let's go queen on d7. I'm defending a little bit from this b5 play, and I would like to see what he's going to play next. We are getting ready to play knight on f5, maybe f6 is also possible, so we will be opening the position. King on g1 is not doing well. Because of our phenomenal knight on c4, there is, I think, no direct play for white. He's giving us a pawn. Why is he doing that? Okay, I will be taking the pawn. We can also take just with a pawn and get the king on c7, but I don't understand why not to take queen on b5. How to give me a checkmate in this position with the white pieces? I don't get it, because the only weakness is a pawn on b7, so in theory we can play the move b5, in theory we can play b6, a5. We have a lot of different options. Now knight takes c4 is gonna be played somewhere. But also this is like not very dangerous. He's giving us a pawn on h4. I don't know. I don't know if this is a good play by our opponent. It feels like black should be doing here. Fantastic. Maybe just to take is safe. Then get the rook here over d7 to c7, but on the other hand, why not to grab a pawn in case you can grab a pawn? So we follow the advice of the great Gary Kimovich, so Kasparov, who said a chess player should be greedy. In case we lose, we can say you gave us wrong advice. A chess player must be greedy. a rook on b4, taking the knight on c4, but now we can take even on e3, and we can take, of course, on g3. We can take on d2. We should try to keep the position as close as possible, so also this b5 play is not a bad play. But we are losing a little bit of time, so maybe... Should we take... I don't know, I feel like I should take on d2. I don't know why, but just my feeling. Because I don't think I will be getting checkmated here. We have the rook on d7, a rook on c7 idea in case we need it. It doesn't feel like we are getting checkmated here, so... Safe play. Safety first. Our opponent plays also so quick. Why is he playing so quick? Bishop takes, of course, we're gonna take here on g3, and let's get the knight back into the game. And I think black should be doing better, but of course, let's see. Let's see how the game is gonna be developing. Maybe I should have not taken on g3, by the way. Yeah, this was maybe not the best. I should have done something else, but it's alright. It's okay, not a big deal. At least I hope it is not a big deal. So we have also this b5 idea, so beautiful. I like this b5 because it feels like a little bit risky, I agree, but we're blocking the c4. Plus we would like just to put the king on b7 and play rook a8, so we will be defending here all the pawns. Our bishop on g5, such an unnatural play, because why is he pushing our rook to d7? No idea. No idea. Don't understand the move bishop on g5. He just helps us to get the rook on c7, and what's next? Maybe actually king on b7 still is a good idea. We are a pawn up, by the way. By the way, we have an extra pawn. So, let's see if we can keep it for a little bit more. We should be able to keep it, so... This idea is like queen on a2 doesn't look dangerous. Queen on f3, maybe the idea is to play the move c4 somewhere. Maybe, maybe not. I think we can go like rook on c7, looks safe, we are attacking the pawn. Not bad, not bad. Maybe okay. Let's do it. Let's play the move rook on c7. It's so safe here. Everything is so safe. What we need to do next is king on b7, and I don't know, then we're gonna find a way to play the move f6, maybe knight f5 at some moment, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a very good position. Rook on a3, what is that? Hard to understand what is actually his plan. Let's play here, because I don't know, what is he doing here? g4, he tries to crush us with a positional play. Ambitious plan, ambitious plan. a5, as we said. Rook here, king on b7, very safe. Next, let's get maybe the knight into the game. So he wants to take, no, he wants this, no. Alright, so let's bring the knight, and that's it. The knight potentially is getting to c6, or maybe over c8, b6, c4. Yeah, this is great. Look at this, look at this. What we would like to play next. Here. So he allows us to play it. Okay, knight e7. Our idea, this, and knight on c4 was a resignation, so we're following our plan. Knight gets to c4, and that's it. The game is gonna be over. Quite nice. Quite nice. What do you think? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat what you think about the maneuver of the knight. So now also actually we can go back to f5. So I don't know where is the knight doing better, on c4 or on f5. Both is looking very powerful. So we will be playing. Maybe let's play this just for fun. We provoked the move g5. Now we get the knight on f5. So yes, there's a question if we will have a daily game against the viewers. Yes, of course. Yes, Rio, we will be having a daily game. Usually, we always have a daily game against the viewers in case we are playing the rapid games. So yeah. It's so hard to find these repositions. Sometimes, yes. Sometimes it's not easy, but I think in case you're thinking strategically, you should be able to find it. It's not like it is impossible to find it. So I believe it. I mean, of course, you need some experience, etc., but it's not like it is impossible. So don't give up on that. Let's go back now with the king, because now our king maybe can walk here to g8, and then we're gonna find some win in this position. Okay, let's put first the king on d7, because I would like to see what our opponent is gonna play next. We should get ready to push at some point. Is it now the point? Not yet, I believe. So let's play rook on b7. At some point we're gonna find a way to break through. So it takes us maybe a little bit of time, but we are going to find a way. He wants to sacrifice. Well, this sacrifice is not like the most dangerous in the world, but still the move g6 is looking so good. In case he plays h6, then obviously the knight cannot be removed, so he decides to take, but the knight is still here, so we can play this for example, or we can go queen on c4, king on c6. I think queen on c4 is looking even better to my understanding, because okay, endgame completely winning. In case he gives a check, we go king on c6. In case he does nothing, we play king on c6 still. Look at this knight on f5. Let me know in the chat, how do you like the knight on f5? What a piece, what a piece. And king goes back to c6. Rook, rook. Very nice, very nice. The a pawn is coming. The a pawn. Let's walk. Now that we're doing so well in this position, we have all the time to march, I think, with our pawn. And this pawn march is unstoppable, no? Is there a way to do something here with the white pieces? Doesn't look like that. He is hoping for something. Still, white is so passive. There's nothing that our opponent is capable of doing. The pawn is just marching through. Quite a nice positional game, I would say. We did it step by step, and finally we are winning now. By the way, just for fun, of course this wins, but just for fun, let's play this rook on g7. Just to show the domination that we are not even giving the pawn on g6. Of course, I could have done it, but just for fun, this kind of rook on g7, it shows that, yeah, it shows that white chose, I guess, not the perfect strategy. A1 queen is coming next, and still zero threats, like zero threats, nothing. Nothing he's capable of doing. Our knight on f5 is like a rock. And resignation by our opponent. Alright, we played 2 games, that's enough. Let's go for the new game with a new opponent. So, what do we have in the chat? Total control of the board is saying Grand Minor. Well, we've been lucky with a knight on f5. Yeah, our opponent completely underestimated our knight on f5, so we could control the game quite well, yeah. Let's go bishop f4. The London system. I know many of you like to play the London. I don't like to play the London because I think it's just bad. It is not the best, by far not the best. But okay, let's play. London system is very safe, so this is the advantage of the London system. After the move c5, usually it's good to play the move h3 because there is this knight on h5 coming sometimes, so to have escape with a bishop on h2. All is pretty normal. Knight on c6 is not very regular play, but it is of course completely okay for black. Nothing wrong with that. we have a very normal position of the London. D5. Usually you don't connect knight on c6 and d5. You play d5, then you go with a move knight on d7. So d5 and knight on c6. This is a little bit strange. This is not perfect. And in these positions, we don't need to worry about bishop takes f4, so that's fine. That's perfectly okay for white. Don't worry about that. The bishop on b7 is doing pretty bad, so we will be putting our knight on e5. But maybe not immediately. Let's see first what is gonna be the play of our opponent, and we are going to act accordingly. So, normal game, London system, everything pretty standard. So. What do we have in the chat? Queen takes c7. It is an attack, of course, on the f4 pawn, but we can defend it by playing the move g3. Pretty standard. Knight on e4. Good play. Good play by our guy. So we continue playing calmly. Rook on e1. This is a good thing about the London. It's so safe. It's just so safe. We can enjoy the game. It's gonna be a slow game in any case, so it's like step by step. He makes one step, we do one step. He makes one step, we do one step. So very calm play here. London system, it's for the people with a lot of patience. Ooh, long castle, what is that? Long castle. Can this be a good play? I'm not convinced that this is a great play. So first of all, let's put the rook here against queen and king. Normally, to play the move long castle is very dangerous. But of course, let's see how the game is gonna go. And b4, let's go. Let's push on the guy. Because now, of course, black cannot win the pawn on b4, so we're expanding, we're winning a little bit of space. Next b5, maybe. Next bc, maybe. Maybe also knight on e5. So let's see. Let's see what is gonna happen next. He has a beautiful knight here on e4, but we're never gonna take the knight. So knight is good, but not very effective. Queen is attacking the pawn. By the way, now we have this b5, not looking bad at all. But maybe even more simpler it is to play the move a3. Wait, to break the structure. Structure is beautiful. Next, knight on b3. And then maybe b5, maybe knight on e5. Let's see. There is still no attack here for black. This is good. This is very good. That it's very hard for black actually to develop any kind of attack in this position. As you can see, we are very safe here with the structure. So it should be an interesting game. I don't know if white is doing better here, but I think we have... Oh, he gives up on his main piece. This is terrible. Such a beautiful knight on e4. White to give up on the knight, it makes no sense. This is making no sense. He changed his best piece. So why to change the best piece? f6. e6 will be under pressure. So let's go here. Bishop on b5, attacking the knight on c6, and then we have this f5 play. So already black under pressure, and we did nothing special. We played very calmly. To my understanding, we just played step by step, and he panicked. He took on d2. In general, to play long castle is dangerous, but to take on d2, this is definitely not the best. Queen on d6, a good play, but now the pressure on e6 is giving definitely white some plus here. Let's go with the move rook e3 again. Very calm play. No rush whatsoever. We can double here, we can double here. Let's see if we double on the c file or we double on the e file. Knight from f3 will have to go somewhere, but let's see first how he wants to defend the pawn on e6. So step by step. move by move. Let's not pre-think too much. We would like to put the pressure on the pawn e6. So let's see how he is handling that. And what is that? Not afraid to lose something. I think we have a winning continuation now with the white pieces. We play the move rook on c3, and we have a chance to push the f button, because there is just a rook on c8, there is nothing else, and we have here a winning continuation. Let me double check. I think we are winning, yeah. Boom. The f. What should we play next with the white pieces? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat what should be played here for white. We have a very beautiful way of winning here with the white pieces. So some ideas or no ideas? Not yet. I think we have a beautiful queen on c2. Look at that. And here is also the pin. So after the idea of queen on c2, hard, very difficult to defend the knight on c6 plus queen takes h7. 2 in 1. Usually double threat is already enough to win the game, but we have triple threat because we have the pin plus knight is under attack and queen takes on h7 is coming next. This looks like a game over. Avocado is also here with us. And congratulations to Avocado for beating 1700 FIDE rated. Avocado, you played over the board? Or what do you mean? Over the board, yeah, over the board. Avocado beat 1700. Ooh, Avocado, congrats. That's nice. That's the way to go. Excellent. Alright. Rook here on e7. Wow, I'm not winning. What is that? Bishop takes? Why am I not winning a piece? I think it is a game over. That's it, I think. Bishop takes, because in case of rook on c7, we have the move b5. It's gonna be a piece more. So, resignation by our opponent. Not yet b5, of course. We are defending the bishop on c6. So, a6 and a4. We keep the structure. We keep the beautiful structure. Yeah, it's gonna be a win. It's gonna be a win for us. Piece more. That's it. The job is done. Queen on b4. He keeps on fighting, being a piece down. Well, of course, that's not... I mean, it's legal, but it's quite senseless, I think, because sometimes just resign. Start a new game. Way to waste time, but... As you can see, there is no rush to win the game in the fastest way, and this is what I would always advise you. Don't try to win the game in the fastest way, just enjoy. Our opponent is gonna panic in any case, so we can enjoy the position. And of course, now we are capable of taking, for example, knight takes e5, so let's do it. No need to rush anything. f4, let's support our beautiful knight on e5 by playing the move f4. Next, we can offer him exchange of queens. Not sure he likes it, but what to do? Also, this is looking very, very good. We are targeting the pawn on b6, so it's also a complete game over. I don't know, queen on d3 maybe? Maybe queen on f2. Difficult to say what is actually here the easiest way. We have so much time also on the clock, so we can really enjoy the current position. No rush whatsoever. And I like this queen on f2 better, but I think it doesn't... I mean, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter because the position is completely winning, so whatever will be played is gonna be enough to win the game. Queen on e4, check, and maybe just this. We go away. Piece more. Beautiful knight on e5. Queen takes on a4. Well, if I take, then g takes f4. Little chances, of course, there are no chances, but why not to play the move f5? f6, queen on b6, knight on d7. We have 3 deadly threats. This is gonna be a win, so again, no rush whatsoever. We are enjoying the game, we're enjoying the position that we have here. We can even take queen takes b6, I think looks so good, no? Is it immediately a game over or not immediately? I think it is immediately game over because I don't see a defense. So we're taking on b6. Still a threat, still a threat. Queen on e4. He is fighting, but if I take on b7, I think it is just a forced checkmate, so it's gonna be game over now. We are taking on b7. If the rook takes, we give a checkmate. If the rook takes, we are giving a checkmate. If he checks us, we go here. That's it. That's it. We are winning the current game. In the London system, step by step. So yeah, there is no defense whatsoever here. It's gonna be a win for us, and of course we're gonna start the game immediately after the current one. In case you see some value in the videos, of course like and subscribe to our educational channel VChess. We have daily live streams here by me, sometimes even twice a day. Usually actually twice a day, sometimes once. Alright, let's go immediately with the next game. So, let's see. Who is going to be our next opponent? Avocado is very happy in the chat. Happy avocado in the chat. Excellent. Okay. Next game, King's Indian defense. Let's go with the King's Indian. King's Indian, of course, is very, very strong. But computers hate it. Computers are saying King's Indian is super bad because in case you're checking with a computer King's Indian defense, it's like very bad or bad. Computer says usually it is like, I don't know, +1 almost for white. But over the board things are very, very different because over the board positions are so complex, and we're seeing now King's Indian with bishop on g2, so it is close King's Indian, we can call it like that. And let's see what we can do next. Usually we're taking on d4, so this is the normal way of playing it. We get the knight on c5. And maybe next we would like to play knight on g4 or bishop on g4, so this would be normal. h3, bishop d7, very normal play here by white and black. This position is of course still a theoretical position, this is nothing new. We have the fantastic bishop on g7. Just to give you an opinion, computer usually says it's already like 0.8 plus for white because it is theory, so everybody knows it. But in fact, positions are so tricky. b4, risky, risky. Opening here the long diagonal. a5. Let's open the a file. Our opponent is thinking. There is a3 and b5, but after b5 we are dominating the dark squares, so I think I would be very happy after the move b5, and actually we have now the move a3 played. You might wonder, what is the idea of the move h6? Why to play the move h6? It makes no sense, but actually h6 is making sense. Our idea, it was to play the move knight on g5, and now our guy here is trying to prevent us from playing knight on g5 by playing queen on d2. Let's see. Let's see if he is going to manage, because still we have the move knight on g5. I think it's gonna work, so let's see. Knight on g5 still. e4 is under attack. h3 is under attack. He takes. We will be taking back. And the question is, queen takes g5, working or not? We're gonna take, and then we take on a1, rook takes, and we would be playing knight on e4, I think. Knight on d4 is hanging, so it would work. g4, typical way. g4, very, very normal now to take. Very, very normal once again. And we have the a file, we have the beautiful bishop on g7, so black is doing better. It's not like we did something special, but we played, I think, a very logical positional chess, and now we are doing better here with the black pieces. Of course, it's still a game, of course it is still not easy, etc, etc, but black is having a beautiful position. Maybe we can put our rook here to e5, but it would be better to transport the knight to e5. How to do that? How can we get the knight on e5? Ooh, I don't think it's possible. I don't think we can do that, so maybe we should be active on the a file. This is possible. Not bad, but still, it would be great to get the knight from f6 to e5. If we manage that, I think black will be almost winning. How to make it happen? Maybe let's go with the move c6 first. I like the c6 because we are blocking the bishop on g2 forever. There is no more knight on d5, so I think black is doing better here, obviously, but the question is how much better. Little better, much better. We will be discovering that during the next couple of moves, so let's see. Knight on c2 is covering the a file, attacking the pawn on d6. The pawn can be defended easily by bishop f8, for example. Or we play the move bishop e6, so we are going for the endgame. I think it's a good endgame for black, so why not to do that? Bishop here. If our opponent wants an endgame, no problem. You would like to play an endgame? I say let's go. Now our opponent is hesitating, and knight on e3, but of course the next move, finally, who can guess the next move? It's not an F, but it is a beautiful play, so who can guess the next play here by black? We have many options, but there is one specific option that I like so much now for black. And what should be the next play? Let me know your opinions in the chat. Welcome everyone here to our stream. The next move is so important, and who can guess the next move? I will be playing the next move within the next 10 seconds, and I see I Play Chess Live with us, one of our greatest members, also a streamer by himself. So I Play Chess Live is also streaming. In case you have some time, check out on I Play Chess Live. Alright. So, knight on d7, this is the crucial play. We are finally getting the knight on e5. And after we're getting the knight on e5, obviously the black is gonna have a great position. What a knight on e5. Let me read what do we have in the chat. Lucas is also here with us. I Play Chess Live is saying Hikaru talked about you in his recent video about your 2018 game where you defeated him. Yeah, we had a nice game in it was Isle of Man. So I had a white pieces, Hikaru was black. We had a big game. Finally, I won the game. Of course, mistakes on both sides, but it was a very, very fighting game with a good outcome for me. He tried to checkmate me, but couldn't find. I think he had a draw, but he missed it. We also had a little bit of time trouble, so this was normal. Very, very fighting game indeed, yeah. Okay, knight on e2. Let's go maybe with a move knight on e5. To give up on the d6 pawn. Yeah, why not? We are doing better. For those of you who like to check this kind of historical games, I have played fantastic game. It was Olympiad 2000. I think it was Olympiad in Batumi, so it must be 2016 or maybe 18. I don't remember exactly. Against Hikaru. So Nakamura against Naiditsch, we played in Olympiad. It is such a good game, and we both played very, very well. Completely crazy game. From the beginning, we had the English opening c4a5, and the game got so sharp, so much tactics for both of us. Finally, it was a draw, but really, really good game. In case you like to check crazy games, you can search for Nakamura Naiditsch from the Olympiad. 2016 or 18, I don't remember. It was, I think, Olympiad in Batumi or in Baku. I also don't remember. No, I think Batumi. Okay, let's come back to the current game. We have the beautiful knight on e5. Job is done. Black is doing better. Bishop on g2, not doing much. We have this knight f3 entry. Sometimes. Let's see, of course. Let's see what is going to happen next here, but we can be happy with our current position. We are doing better here with the black pieces because he gave us the dark square bishop. And you can see how quickly the things are turning in the King's Indian, because move 10, move 15, computer would give you a clear advantage for white. And a couple of moves later, maybe it's already clear advantage for black. So King's Indian is crazy. Don't look with an engine in case you would like to play the King's Indian, because engine will just tell you never play it. But King's Indian is one of the coolest openings, I think, that does exist, because so much counterplay, so rich positions. Yes, you can lose, of course, in the King's Indian. So easy to lose, but you can also win. This is why we play the King's Indian. All right. Michel, yeah, sorry, but it's difficult to make it fit for everyone. Thank you very much, Michel, in any case, for watching, and yeah, I wish you a good night. Michelle, we cannot adapt the stream for some specific wishes, of course. This is not possible. Not possible to make it good for everyone. Knight on d4, so let's not give him the bishop. We can simply go away with the bishop to d7. We have the beauty here. It is a beauty and the beast. 2 in 1. 2 in 1. So, 2 in 1, knight on e5, beautiful knight, and at the same time, knight is a beast, protecting g4, knight f3 coming maybe somewhere, bishop on g7, monster. We are so good here on the a file, so black is doing better. Let's see how we can finish the game. Potentially, maybe we would like to double here on the A file, in case we can. This is idea number uno. Número dos, maybe queen f6. Some knight on f3 somewhere. Maybe also this queen on d8, queen on b6, but this looks a little bit weird, but maybe also possible. Let's see first what's gonna be the play of our opponent, and then we're gonna react to the play of our guy here. So b5. He allows us to get strong on the a file, so I think we should do it. Or should we search for more? I think no, it is looking good. So rook goes here, rook goes here. We will be dominating on the a file. Let's hope at least that we will. At some point the position of white should fall apart. I don't know exactly when, but at some point the position is gonna fall apart, so we have to show a little bit of patience and it's gonna be alright. So yeah. And of course, yeah, good night to Michelle. Nimzo Carlson is better. Heidi's making a joke. Nimzo Larsen attack. Wow. Nimzo Larsen attack. So Larsen attack in the Nimzo. This is the one with Queen to C2, or Gabriel, can you write me down the moves? By the way, we have an F. We have an F, black to play, and we have a beautiful way to win this game here with the black pieces. So write down your opinions. It's not so easy. So black to play, black is winning. I saw the tactic quickly because it is a typical tactic. In case you don't know this tactic, it might take a little bit of time. Black to play, black is winning. What should we play here with the black pieces? Beautiful tactics. It's a small tactic, but it's nice. Like small, but very, very nice one. Use the T. All right. Avocado, I'm gonna use the T. But first, I'll let you think. And then we're gonna use the T. I give you a little bit more time, but alright, we are going slowly down on time, so I will be playing, and I'm using now the T. Up. So, rook takes. Look at that. And C5. How do you like that? How do you like the little tactic? He cannot move the knight because we have knight f3 with a check. So we are eating now the knight, and obviously this position is almost a winning position for black because we have the two pieces. He has just a pawn for it, so little trick, but it's a little beautiful trick. So this was nice. What can we do next? I think we can play knight on f3. This is also going to be a position with a big advantage for black, but we can also go knight on c6. I'm just a little bit scared of this e5. We're going to take. Then d5. We cannot go knight e4, but we have the check, so... Okay, should be enough. Should be enough to win the game. Let's go back because also this knight on f3 would have been good. Oh, he didn't want to play the move e5. I thought he will be playing the move e5 because now I think it's gonna be almost impossible to hold this position for white. We still have only one idea, e5, so I should prevent the move e5 and that's it. I should put the queen somewhere. Can we go like queen here, endgame? I'm not sure that I should play the endgame. Maybe queen of fate looks ugly, but actually not a bad play. Maybe we should go away with a knight, but to go away with a knight, no, I don't like it. I don't like to go away with a knight. So maybe just this. Let's target the pawn on c4. Maybe next we're gonna change the queens. And slowly, we will be eating away all the pieces of our opponent. Of course, I have to play a little bit faster now because little time on the clock. I have to rush here. Let's be safe first. it is a winning position. In this, we can be sure, but little time. So maybe our opponent is gonna find something fantastic here to play on, but maybe it is just a win. Of course, let's see. Yeah, this is a must. This is a must play, and I thought I have this knight on a5, but maybe not the best, yeah? Maybe this is safer. Where to put the queen? I think here. Alright. He is fighting a little bit. Knight is getting to d4. Wow. Very tricky guy. We have a winning position, but who knows, who knows? I should have played quicker. Always this time trouble. I should have played faster. Now, in theory, he has a little bit of chances here. Not so big, but some chances. 4. Are we able to win this winning position? We should be able, but who knows, who knows? G3, we are almost there. Queen is getting there on h3 next. Oh, he takes. What is that? And that's it. Okay, let's offer a rematch. I like to offer a rematch because if the game is fair, we have a rematch. Let's go with the move d4. The next game. Let's play a little bit quicker because it was so close at some point. c5, e3. Once again, I am playing the London system just for us to see what can be done in the London for white and for black. As I said many times, usually I don't like to play the London so much because I think it's just boring. But of course, yeah, a lot of you guys are playing the London, so we have the move h3. I think you know the move h3 already, so nothing new. And rook on e1, so very logical. Very logical. The bishop goes usually to h2, not to get this kind of e5 push here, and a4 is also very logical play. Next, we usually put the knight on c4. This is like a normal play, so we try to provoke the guy into d5 or to do at least something, and simultaneously we're getting ready to play the move a5, so he allows us, we play the move a5. Usually with black, you should not allow white to get easily the move a5. Of course, it is not like end of the world, but now maybe white is doing like slightly better because we're gonna push on the a file. We have here the pressure, and the bishop in theory, once the pawn moves away from d6, the bishop on h2 is gonna be a beast, a monster. So we act according to our strategy. We're doubling on the a file. You see that the structure of white is so solid, and this is why a lot of guys are playing the London system, because it is so safe. It is so safe. We show some patience. We are waiting for the next move by our opponent, and it is queen on c7, so little trick in case I take, then rook a8, and we're gonna lose the queen. So this is not working, obviously, and obviously we will be not falling for this trick. We have the move c4, I don't like it so much, so normally we are playing knight on d2. I will be continuing with a normal play, knight on d2. The knight is trying to get potentially to c4. We have potentially bishop f3. So somewhere the pawn on a7 is gonna be in serious trouble. Maybe not immediately, but it's gonna be soon. We have to again show some patience. We should wait for the opportunity. The opportunity is gonna come. Knight on d2, knight on c4. Very, very normal play. Very typical play for white in these positions. Queen on c6. What is that? He's giving me bishop f3 because I would anyway play the move bishop. Oh, okay. He should not have done that because I would anyway change the bishops. So this is making no big sense for black, and we can go even with this queen a4 first, but I think we should just take. And maybe queen on a2 and rook a1. Is it a win of the pawn? Maybe. Let's go. We would like to go here. And still this knight on c4. Ooh, d5. The bishop is in the game. He gave us all. He gave us literally everything. We couldn't get a better play than the play we currently have. This would be just impossible. If I would say make a move that could be strategically a huge mistake for black, I would tell you d5. And he plays it. So look now at the bishop here. I don't think that we're doing like much better here with the white pieces, but it is just white that is pushing now for a win. Black is hopeless. We are controlling the b file, so there can be nothing put here on the b file. And the next step is to win the pawn, of course, but it might take even some time to win the pawn. But strategically, I'm speaking purely about strategic advantage. It is so big now for white. This is a huge strategic advantage here for white. Okay, let's calculate. Can we go knight on b3? Is it working? Or queen on b3 to win the pawn? Can I win the pawn? Or I cannot win the pawn immediately. We have also this knight on b1 play, followed by the move b4, but this looks a little bit too ugly. So I will be not playing it. This is too much to go knight on b1. We can go with the move b4. He takes, plays the move b5. This is interesting, for sure better for white, but white to give him any kind of counterplay. So I will try to win the game without giving any kind of counterplay to our opponent. How can we do that? Okay, let me play queen on b3, because I think it's not so easy for black actually to do something here. And then we might play this rook on a2, queen on d1, queen on a1, so we are regrouping. And maybe we will be winning the game. Let's see. We are for sure slightly better, and maybe we are more than slightly better, so let's see. The game is going to show. So. Narrative Combat is saying London is so boring. Yeah, London, I also find it quite boring, but I know that many of you are playing the London. That's why I decided to play a game. The games today on London. I completely agree with you that London is extremely boring. 100%. So let's go now with the move queen on a4. We are trying to force the change of the queens. In case he goes back, we're gonna play the move rook on a2, protecting the pawn on b2, and we have this rook a6 coming next. So he's not afraid of that. Why is he not afraid? Strange. Okay. Rook a6 coming next. Rook c6 is forced. And we should be doing very, very good here. We are close, so close here to crush him, but how to do that? How to make the final step? Should it be something with it connected to the move b4? But I don't like it. I don't like it. This is not like perfect. It is playable, but it is not perfect. So how can we win in this position? Very difficult to win, so it's gonna be a long game. It's gonna be a long game, and I will be... Oh, almost missed it. Almost blundered. Let's go bishop g3. I almost played knight f3, and then there would be this rook takes c3, queen b1 was a checkmate. Quite unusual checkmate, but yeah, it would be a checkmate. That's why let's play bishop on g3, followed by the move king on h2. And maybe this knight on f3, knight on e5 is not looking bad. What a boring game. What a boring game. I completely agree to this remark. This is a very, very boring game. But let's hope that we can win this boring game. So let's go here. Knight is getting to e5. Slightly better play for white, obviously. So we are changing. So next we bring the queen. This is the next play here for white. With black, there is some idea of bishop d8 trying to win the exchange, but at the moment it is not working, so very beautiful position of the rooks here on the a file. So we are pushing for a win. And our guy is doing everything he can to defend. This is a strange way to defend, because why is he giving us the idea of queen on d7? What is the reasoning behind it? I don't know. I don't know what is the reasoning behind it, but I don't think I should play it. So let's go here, queen on d1, I think. Queen belongs to g4. This is where the queen is going to be best positioned. Bishop on d8. Strange play. Now our opponent starts to play very, very strange, because this is looking so dangerous what he's doing. It can end up badly. He wants maybe to put the pawn to a5, but also this is not looking so great, so I think he's risking now. He is risking now, and we should try to punish him for that, but hard to punish. So rook a4 first. I don't think I have something better. Let's see if he wants to change or he just pretended. We keep in mind this idea of queen on g4. In the right moment, queen on g4 is gonna be deadly, but we have to wait for the right moment, of course. He just goes back. Very strange play. Okay, let's go queen on g4. Let's say hello to the guy. Ooh, g6. This is crazy. This is so dangerous. h4. Now we are really pushing here for a win. h4. I like the move h4. I think queen on f4, and we try to get the bishop to c5, probably. Also, I could have gone queen on e2, just would be also very, very good, but it feels that... Oh, he blundered the pawn, no? We're winning now the pawn, or he eats my pawn on b2, wow. I don't know if he saw it or if it was just lucky, but it works. It works. Okay, let's take. Here. Still not a checkmate. We are dominating. This is over. We are winning now. And we have the win. I'm pushing the F, but I give you just 10 seconds time because otherwise I will be losing on time. White to play. White wins in this position. I let you write down the move. Who is the quickest? Who is the quickest? I give it a little bit of time to think because I think he's gonna just resign. We have a win here with the white pieces. So, who is the fastest? And actually, we pushed him quite nicely on the limit, I would say. This was a nice push. So, rook on c5. In case you found it, excellent. In case you did not see it, you have to get quicker. And we're gonna put a T here. Boom. The king will be gone. Yeah, he just resigns because he sees no more chance. And actually, why is it a win? It is a win because of queen on d7. We take on b7. We play the move rook on c7. And as you can see, queen on f4, queen on b7 is under attack. And that's it. And that's it. There is nothing that black can do here. So black is losing or queen or is getting checkmated in both cases, obviously. This is just a game over. Alright. And the next is on my list the game against the viewers of the daily game that we have against our great members here on VChess. First on the list I have I Play Chess Live because I Play Chess Live is one of our biggest supporters here. Always there for us and great ideas. He's also the technician on the channel I Play Chess Live, introducing us many tricks on the keyboard. So, I Play Chess Live. I don't know if I Play Chess is now here. Let's wait for a little bit and let's wait. Sometimes I Play Chess is busy, so we will see. We will see if I Play Chess is busy. Seems like I Play Chess is busy. Okay, that's pity because also last time I Play Chess was busy. So yeah. Okay. And next, okay. Next on the list, okay, Rio, let's go Rio with the game. So please challenge me, Rio, unrated 10 minutes. Let's play a game. Rio, unrated 10-minute challenge. Yes, let's go. So warm support, of course, in the chat for Rio, our VChess member. I'm white. Rio is for the black pieces. Let's go. Scandinavian by Rio. Main line. All right, let's go for the main line. Bishop c4. And let's go for the line with bishop on d2. Very tricky line. We have the move queen on c7 by Rio. He's playing so quick. Why is he so quick? He knows something or he just wants to bluff us? Because I think this is not the main line. Of course, it's possible to play it, but I think Rio is bluffing us a little bit. Next move is gonna be bishop on f5. Oh, sorry, not queen. It's obviously the bishop, so bishop f5 is gonna be played next. We should get ready for it. We can get ready for it. Simple, this one. Maybe also this queen on e2 is not looking bad because we're getting ready to long castle, but this is a little bit crazy. This is a little bit too much. Also, knight on e2 is actually nice. I will show you one idea here. It is to play knight on e2 first, so not knight on f3, with the idea knight on g3, so take a look at that. This idea is quite cool, so I don't know if it is the best idea or not the best idea, but in any case, it's a cool idea. The idea is to do the short castle, and next we will be pushing. Boom. This is our idea. This is the idea of the knight on g3, short castle, f4. Try to remember this. Sometimes it is very effective. So again, it's sometimes not the best, but sometimes it might be just a crusher because f5 is coming next. In case of e6, we're gonna play the move f5 anyway. And you see how dangerous the position of black is already with the king on e8. So the king is gonna be under heavy pressure. Not easy for Rio, but Rio is also playing so quick. He's playing even faster than me. Rio is in time trouble from move 1. Seems like that, Rio, way too quick. I'm telling almost every stream, take your time in the beginning of the game. Once you are in a bad position, there is no comeback from that. Take your time to get a nice play first, and then you have to see what comes next. But in case you are ending up quickly in a bad position, I mean, it's also so unpleasant to play, I think, in a bad position. It's like suffering, pure suffer. And yeah, very little joy in case you're just having a bad position out of opening. What is there so nice? I don't understand that. So now we have obviously here many checks on the e-file, and I will be giving a check, I guess, with a queen because it looks good. Check. Now we bring the rook next to e1. Look at this pressure. All the white pieces are pressuring against our friend Rio. It's gonna be a difficult fight now. It's gonna be a very difficult fight. Bishop e7 is a good idea, but the problem, I am getting my last piece into the game. It is a rook from a1 to e1. Black is under heavy pressure. This file pressure here, difficult, very difficult now for Rio to be alright in this position. Of course, it's still a fight. It is still a fight. It's not over yet, but it is going to be a very difficult fight, and it is all because of the wrong strategy of Rio. I don't understand that. Rio is every stream here with us. Every stream I'm saying, don't bang the moves in the beginning of the game. And Rio is banging the moves in the beginning of the game. Can you explain that? Does it make sense? I don't know. So, knight on b6. Exactly, good defense, knight on b6, but I go simply away, bishop on b3, so I keep the pressure here. I would like to take the pawn on f5, and maybe we keep in mind this idea bishop on b4 with more pressure. So in theory, if I find a way to get the bishop from d2 somehow to b4, so for example, I don't know, no example at the moment, maybe at the moment I cannot do that, but this is what I want to do that. What I want to do to play next. Rook on d8, so we can play bishop on g5, we can take on f5. Actually, this looks very powerful to take the pawn on f5, because how to survive there for Rio. We have also bishop on f4. The only play is the move queen on d7, and it feels like we should be winning with the white pieces because such a strong attack. But okay, it's never over till we don't have a win, and I don't see a win, so I will be taking on f5. This move is in any case a good play because we would like to play rook on e5 next. So once again we are tripling on the file. Actually, it's so rare in chess to have the chance of tripling, but somehow we are lucky with this triple stuff, because just the last game we tripled on the a file against the pawn. Now once again, ooh, Rio is greedy. Rio is greedy. To be greedy is a good thing. This is nothing wrong with being greedy, but it might fall apart here. Everything might fall apart. Let's see how we can finish the game. Potentially we have this bishop on e3, not a bad idea. Rook on e5, not a bad idea. Where should we play here? We have also this bishop takes f7, some combination, or queen e6 check, but this is not like great combo, I think. We have bishop h6, also looks good. We have bishop g5. Oof, so many moves. I mean, incredible amount of moves. How to choose? How actually to make a choice when we have, like, I don't know, 10 different options? Difficult to make a choice. Maybe this? Or this? Hard to say. Very difficult to say. Let's calculate if we play here. Only move is to go back. How to give a checkmate? No checkmate. I don't see a checkmate there. So we should do something else. Maybe this. Is it a good play? Or maybe bishop on e3. First we attack the rook. And then we play bishop on c5, so we have this massive pressure. Could be. Could be bishop e3. Could be bishop f4. Maybe black is gonna sacrifice and play the short castle. It's not over. This is not over, so I will be playing the move bishop e3, I think. Then we have this rook here, but it's alright. So bishop on e3, I guess. Let's double check. The last time we should double check, triple check. Yeah, looks good. Bishop e3. Let's see. Let's see if this is a win, because I have bishop c5 and then rook on e5. So we'll have rook, queen, rook, bishop aiming against the e7 bishop. Should be enough. This usually should be enough. 4 pieces against 1. Sounds almost like an unfair advantage, but rook on d7, good defense by Rio. Rio is a great defender. Still, I think I'm capable of playing this or bishop on f4. How to checkmate? How to checkmate Rio? There should be a checkmate, but I don't see a checkmate, so... No checkmate in this position. This is incredible. How is it possible that we cannot checkmate black in this position? This is very, very strange, because it should be just over. But I don't see how. Okay, I think we play this, but then knight on c8. If I go knight on e4, there is a castle. This is not a checkmate. This is incredible, but it's not a checkmate. If I go knight on e4 immediately, there is still a castle. I'm taking, he's taking. Ooh, this might be a checkmate. So, but okay, such a difficult play here, knight e4, because he might take and... ooh, I don't know. I don't know if this is really the best that I'm capable of doing. This is very, very questionable, so... No checkmate. These are bad news. I cannot give a checkmate, so there is no checkmate. Unbelievable. This is just incredible, because how it is not a checkmate in this position, I don't understand it. Let's play bishop f4, but I don't like it, but I just don't see something else. In case I go bishop c5, there is knight on c8. I go rook e5, there is b6. And there is nothing I can do. So the bishop is under attack, and there is just nothing I'm capable of doing to win the game. So this is just incredible. How is it holding everything for black? Because normally these positions are falling apart, because you have the king in the center and all the white pieces are attacking the king. So once you're under attack by all the white pieces, something should fall. Usually you're never surviving this kind of positions. And now Rio is just surviving, and I have also this beautiful sacrifice. I'm gonna play it because it's too beautiful not to play. We're taking on f6, so gf is forced. There is nothing else. And actually, bishop takes f7 is not winning because we check, king g8, check, king goes back. We don't have time for bishop h6. So my idea is to play the move knight on e4. Now knight on d6, knight takes f6, 2 threats, very, very dangerous. So we should be able to checkmate Rio here, but well, not easy. Not easy, which is strange. Usually it should be very, very easy to give a checkmate. When you're attacking with all the pieces, usually you're delivering a checkmate. And as we can see, there been no checkmate, or I missed a checkmate. One of those two. Maybe, again, I missed something, but also here, there is no checkmate. This is unbelievable. How is it possible? No checkmate in this position. Also here, there is a way to escape, so this is incredible. Maybe soon Rio is gonna be having a better position, but how is it possible that we are not giving a checkmate? I don't understand that. We had a mating attack, we developed all the pieces, so we did everything right. I couldn't blame myself for playing a bad game here, so we play a very, very normal game. And yeah, we're getting crushed by Rio. Wow. Okay, still, we are not crushed yet. So, rook on e8, what is that? Rio is giving us an F. After phenomenal defense, just mate in 2 moves. Wow. What happened to Rio after fantastic defense? Of course, he should have played the move king h8. After such a fantastic defense, now this checkmate in 2 moves. Oh, Rio already resigns. Yeah, this is correct. There is a check, and there is a checkmate, but yeah. What a defense by Rio, but I still don't understand how we've been not able to checkmate in this position, because it feels like White did everything correct. We are here pinning it. We have the bishop pair, we have like everything, so this position must be a winning position for White. Rook takes f5, very logical. After rook takes d4, I couldn't find a win. There should be a win, but it's strange that we cannot win this position immediately. This is just weird. So yeah, what can I say? Sometimes chess is very strange. You do everything perfectly and there is just no win. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why we couldn't find a win here. Maybe there is no win, but fantastic defense by Rio. Rook on d7, also very, very strong play. It is quite unbelievable that after bishop on c5, knight c8, rook e5, now there is this b6. This is incredible. Look at that, all the white pieces are in the attack and there is nothing. At least I don't see something. So there might be something, but I don't see it. So very, very strange that White is incapable of winning here, but of course, Rio, you should not let this f5 happen. This is looking like terrible, and Rio, you also played way too quick. So take your time in the opening. Don't let, usually this f4, f5 is very risky. And now, yeah, from now, Rio played very, very good. Only move, also queen on d8, yeah. Rook f6, only move is castle. By the way, it's quite funny that I cannot take, because it looked like a win. This would be a typical win. Sacrifice on f6 gives a check, because in case king here, we have the checkmate with a bishop and then checkmate, but king on g8, and again, there is no checkmate. I can only give a check, king e6. How is it possible that I cannot win this position? This is just unbelievable. I calculated even this move, queen on e6 and knight on e4. First I thought this might be a win because we have the checkmates coming here, knight f6 and knight on d6. And then I decided not to play it because let's say there is something like knight on d5 or rook f8 first, and not so easy. Let's say knight on d5. Looks like a checkmate everywhere, but actually it's not a checkmate. Crazy. Crazy that this is not a lost position for black. In the end, of course, king h8, and maybe black is doing better. Maybe equal, I don't know. Between equal and better for black, I think I have to take. Now, maybe this. Next move is knight on g3, knight f5. Probably I will be able to hold this position with the white pieces, but black is now out of risk. This position is between equal and slightly better for black, so yeah. This is my game against our member Rio. Too strong to win against Rio. Rio is a wall as a defender. Alright guys, that's it from today's stream. I hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have a midday stream, and tomorrow probably David is gonna join us. So Captain David tomorrow in the morning stream. It will be approximately the beginning of it at 12 at noon Emirates time, Dubai time. So join us tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed the current stream of today. Check the Norway chess. This is only what I could advise you. The top chess players of the world are playing there. It's always a pleasure to see them play, and we can learn so much from the top chess players of the world. So my advice, check out the games. Otherwise, yeah, thank you very much for being here. I hope to see you tomorrow. Wish you still a great Sunday, and bye.